5, 4, 3. I fucked up the R's.
Dang, bro.
3,
the R's.
2, 1.
Welcome, ladies and gents, to the best, to the rest, to the We Digress podcast.
That was some bars.
It is your boy, Jay Cubs, accompanied by
Kenny Koo from the East Side.
From the East Side. And we are coming at y'all. We hope y'all are having a great week. Hope y'all missed us. Kendall, I have to let you know, bro. I need your permission of sorts. Okay? For this podcast, I was thinking at school of what I could potentially talk about, because I remember you saying you want this to be like a serious podcast, right?
I wanted to have a serious podcast. Yes, I did.
Okay. So I just need your permission to let me take the lead on this one. Okay? Can you do that?
The floor is yours, Jace.
All right. So basically, I have a theme that I want to see if we can carry out throughout the entirety of this podcast. And the theme revolves around regrets, right? And there is kind of like, there's a path that I want to take in regards to this dialogue, but we're going to see how much we can stay on it before we just digress into something else entirely. Make sense?
Okay, I got this.
Cool.
Whoa, I got you.
All right, cool. So basically, what I'll do is I'll just ask you a question or two, and we'll just, we'll make a roundabout discussion about it. And from there, we'll just start to, formulate more questions and, nitpick your mind and get basically a good download on who you are and how many, regrets you may or may not have. Cool?
So this is a Kendall episode?
Kind of, sort of. I might give my dialogue here and there, but
I don't want to be just on trial here.
No. It's a we regrets podcast.
All right. We regrets podcast.
There it is. All right.
I don't regret much, so.
And that's what I was concerned. Not concerned, but I figured you would say that you don't regret nothing. Not like if if we were to think about the furthest parts of your childhood, all the way up till now, you don't have any regrets. Well,
morally, I kind of say I stayed on a true path.
Okay.
So I do remember the first time I ever stole something. And
the first time you ever stole?
Yeah.
I was thinking about that today too. Well, for me, but what did you steal?
The push pop.
Pop?
Yeah, push pop.
Wait,
the candy?
Did you steal intentionally?
No. It was purely by accident, because they were clocking out. They were checking out already.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the push pop, and as they were leaving, I grabbed it and asked them, "Hey, can I get this too?"
Mm-hmm.
And walked out with it. They saw it. They were like, "Yo, did you take this?" I said, "Yeah, I'm asking y'all if I can have it."
Mm-hmm.
And they brought me back into the store, and then my mind kind of did this one thing where it fills in the rest of the memory with, I was then kind of in front of a judge that was at the Walmart.
Wait, what?
See, I don't know.
Oh.
But I knew that she was above me on a desk.
Oh, okay. So you just kind of correlated how you were getting in trouble to a trial of sorts.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. At that moment, it felt like I could go to jail. So she brought me to there, and she told me this big old story. Like, do you know why it's not good to steal things? Blase, jail.
The woman you were talking to, or your mom?
No, the woman I was talking to. They took me back into the store and brought me to a place. See, this is where it gets fuzzy, because the memory just fills itself in.
Okay.
It says that, the memory says that I was just put in front of a judge.
How old were you?
5.
5?
5.
Well, the fact that you can remember that, I feel like everyone will probably remember the first time stealing something. It was the first time you did something outside the law. But do you regret that, though?
I still got the push pop. So, no.
No?
No.
Okay. Is there anything that you wish you could redo?
Man, I'd have to search hard.
I mean,
a lot of my
trying
memories.
to dig deep.
See, a lot of the painful things that happened to me just kind of go away at some point. Not a lot of them I remember.
Would you say you repress them, or does it just like not bother you anymore?
It doesn't bother me. I literally kind of block it out of my mind.
Really?
So there's no lingering effects of what was said. That's why when a lot of the times I'm getting questioned, do you remember this? Not really.
Well, okay. Let's go on a different path then. What about school? You know, you feel like you could have done better or gave a little more effort or, you know, tried to do things differently in school. Any regrets in that remark? Maybe you could have tried harder in class.
I do regret not speaking up for myself more. There were times where I was talked down on.
Like bullied?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean bullied, but like by
teachers.
Teachers.
Okay.
I mean, like, yo, I should have some say in what should be said against a teacher, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Is it all right? Grade school. We're gonna say. Let's just say elementary, and I'll take you through elementary, junior high, high school. Cool. If you can remember that far back.
I know. It's very, okay, sure. Let's try.
All right, we're going to try to jog your memory here, all right? This is a psychology rundown. You know what I mean? Like,
what is your main goal? Let's go with that.
This is conversation, brother. This is conversation. Yeah, let me get to know my friends.
That was a weird thing you did with your throat.
I gotta drink my water. But yeah, let me just get to know my friend a little bit more. Okay, how about that?
Press on, bro.
This will be a podcast where I'm just strictly trying to get to know you.
I don't know why you want to get to know me so well, but I guess so.
People need more of these conversations with their close friends anyway. But all right, elementary. Just so y'all know, Kendall and I, we met in high school. So if y'all need any backlog, I wasn't with him throughout his early stages of childhood or like junior high. I only knew the guy in high school. So, elementary, did you have any bullies back then? Or were you the bully?
Nah, I was never at one point was I the bully. Son of a bitch. I needed to show you a Rick and Morty episode before we started this episode that would have explained basically this entire elementary school, high school thing.
For you?
Yeah.
Your experience?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have to talk about that later.
Okay.
But bullies. So mostly I was bullied because I wanted friends too hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so you actively made a pursuit of getting friends? Like you wanted to get...
Yeah, I was always a sociable kid. I was never always remember going to the park and leaving with a friend. Like once I went to the park, I knew that I was going to have a friend that I was playing with by the time I left the park. But when school came around, I was going to people and making friends, but it turned differently, I guess. Differently. That's not a word.
It just kind of changed.
Yeah, it changed to where like people didn't want to be my friend. And
so,
I was like, what?
So did you have like a rapport with them in the beginning, and then by the end of the day, they were just like acting different?
I don't know. I think I showed too much of myself too quickly to where I came off as annoying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe like obnoxious or whatever.
Nah, not obnoxious, annoying, like just too much, you know?
It's kind of weird hearing that from elementary school. Like it's cake making friends. You know what I mean? Like it seems like it'd be inevitable, but people would kind of talk down onto you because like your effort into making friends, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I was the bigger kid, you know? Didn't dress that well.
Me neither.
Wasn't that fast.
Me neither.
You know, if you wasn't fast, that was raps, you know?
I mean, in elementary school, I feel like there could be a boatload of reasons as to why you didn't make a certain friend, but there was a friend for everyone, I felt. But again, that's just a biased perspective. I didn't know that about you, bro. I didn't know that. Well, throughout your elementary school years, did you end up like having close affiliation with at least one person, like a best friend?
Yeah, it was around like 6th grade, like towards the end. Mm-hmm. That's when the friends started coming in. Mm-hmm. And that's usually how it went with most of school. It was like the first couple of years, it was like I'm alone. And then towards the end, I have some friends to take over. Then it was high school. It was actually, I don't think I started getting friends till junior year in high school.
Really? Mm-mm. Oh, I kind of want to call it cap. I didn't know you until high school. But, bro, like, you're a pretty amicable guy.
No,
so
I had to cultivate the personality. This is not, like, this wasn't by chance. I had to learn.
Okay.
I had to learn how to act around people and how to say certain things to make certain friends.
Oh, so you improved socially.
Yeah.
Okay.
I learned. And
that's what's up.
it even goes as deep down as the lisp. Mm-hmm. Like, I used to have a lisp, a bad one. And I got made fun of it for so long that I was like, all right, I'm just going to start closing my mouth when I say the S's.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, you made that choice yourself to just, like, whenever you had to say yes or, like,
I have
salt,
to constantly do that.
Oh, man, really?
Like, if I let it go, I'll talk with the S like that all day long.
Is that something you're self-conscious about even now? Damn. All right. I didn't know it still affected you like that. So, yeah. I mean, in regards to keeping on topic, so elementary school, your regret would be, wanting to make friends too much? You feel like you could have been, like, more to yourself and then just let them come naturally, or? Nah,
see, the reason I don't have regrets is because it led me to where I am now.
And you're proud of the person you are right now.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay.
Anything that I would have changed would not have led to this podcast even,
True. That's true. Okay.
Kind of like that, the theories of, the timeline kind of thing.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah, butterfly effect.
All right. What about junior high, though? Junior high, do you wish you played sports? Do you wish
I played sports.
Football, right?
Yeah.
But you weren't hooping.
Bro, I tried out twice, both years. 7th and 8th grade. Didn't make both teams.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I admire your persistence and, like,
I wanted to play basketball.
For sure. I mean, I like how you don't get discouraged. I love that, I
mean, what's the point of not trying again, Didn't you play sports?
Yeah. I mean, I made the teams, but the thing is, I made them.
I appreciate you trying, though.
Right, but, dude, I'm saying that's the difference between you and I. I feel like if I didn't make the team, I wouldn't try it out again. But that's not something that I should have had in my mind. I should be more like you, or should have been more like you, where if I didn't make it, I'm going to try again next time.
I mean, you probably would have tried again.
I don't know. Honestly, I was a different person back then. But it's not about me. It's about you. So,
I mean, a big part of that is my dad. Because as soon as I didn't make the team, he was like, why didn't you make it? Try again next year. And I played basketball on a bro, nobody ever fucking believes this story. So I played basketball like outside of school on a junior high team. When I didn't make the team, my dad was like, I'll put you on a basketball team. So we found a team. And it was like the Arlington Eagles. We were red and blue, and we had warm-up pants. And I'm saying all this because it's in my mind. It happened.
Seared it in there. Okay.
Okay. Now, I played, but there were other people that were a lot better than me on the team. So I didn't play much. Basically not at all. And my dad was really mad about that. So even though I was on a team, I was always on the bench. And
mad at the coach.
I wasn't mad at the coach.
No, your dad was.
Yeah, dad was mad at the coach because he's paying for this,
Right.
But he says, no. Rewind. First of all, let me just tell you, the people one of the kids that is on this team is named Cade Cunningham.
That sounds familiar, actually.
Doesn't it?
Like who? Did you go to school?
No. He happens to be the #1 draft pick in the NBA as of 2021.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You played with
I played with that guy. Nobody ever believes me when I tell that story.
Maybe it was a different person.
I see. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, okay.
Even Kenai knows him. Kenai went to the same school as him.
Oh, really?
Yes, I swear to the Lord.
Bro, look, did you shake his hand?
I've played with him.
Did you shake his hand?
What are you talking about that I shake his hand? We were like...
You're supposed to shake all the potential greats' heads.
What age is 7th grade?
Like 12.
Yeah, I'm not shaking a
13.
12-year-old's hand.
My guy, people needed to shake my hand, all right, because they knew the greatness that I was. I'm just kidding.
I was like, they knew what was going to become of Jason Taylor.
No, they was just like this nerd. Yeah, he'll be washing my cars,
Bro, Jason, you on the bigger and better things.
You're
bro.
right, man. We all grow.
The mental determination you have, the mental fortitude that you have, bro.
I hope to be something in this world, all right? But it's not about me. It's about you.
Man, you keep digressing back to me. I vacuumed.
Can't digress back to you when the situation was already on you. And I saw that you had a vacuum, but we're going to circle back to that after the podcast because this podcast has a theme. It's so hard to keep you on a straight and narrow because you will digress just...
I will.
You know,
I
like...
vacuumed and I'm proud of it. My carpets are so soft. It's crazy.
I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
Back to you, though.
Thank you.
I'm going to keep you on the straight and narrow.
Please.
All right, so we said that you tried out, didn't make it. We love the persistence that you have. What about grades? Girls, do you have any regrets not shooting your shot with, girls in the junior high? Because that's when you start to, really get interested in them. You know what I mean?
I actually shot my shot with most of the girls that I wanted to shoot my shot with.
What kind of kid were you?
A open one.
Clearly.
As I am now, it hasn't really changed. I got rejected most of the times.
And yet you thrive.
Do you remember this one? Did I ever tell you this one story about what happened in third grade? 8 years old, this happened to you.
You shooting your shot in third grade?
Well, by wingmen.
8 years old? No. 9 years old?
Let's not.
Boy over here supposed to be eating cafeteria food, thinking about how can I get this girl's number.
The story is not as good as you think it is.
Okay.
So, third grade, there's this chick, right? I am sweet on the chick.
Sweet.
Because, I'm in third grade.
Okay.
And the thing about her was she was from Hawaii, which I thought was really cool. And she always had this flower in her hair.
Do I know this girl?
Yeah.
Is it I?
Yep.
I think I might know this story, actually. Yeah. Okay, keep going.
So I'm sweets on her. And I have a friend. His name is Alex. And he's like, yo, I can ask her if she likes you if you want me to. And I was like, yeah, would you do that for me, bro? He was like, yeah, I'd do that for you. No problem. So it's recess time. Mm-hmm. We're in the line to go outside. And Alex is right behind her.
Right.
And I'm a couple people behind Alex.
You want to call her Iguana or something like that?
Iguana. Sure, let's call this lady Iguana.
Iguana.
The animal. Mm-hmm. the green one.
Hey, feel free to insert name here. I'm just trying to get...
name doesn't matter. It's a girl.
Cool.
Okay?
Cool.
So,
Iguana.
Damn it. So I'm a couple people behind, and he's talking to her, and I see her face kind of change a little bit. And I'm like, maybe that's a good thing. So...
I'm still in there.
yeah, I'm still up.
Right.
No. I'm a couple people ahead. And I remember I looked back. So then we're outside now, and she runs past me. And she's like, you thought you wanted me to be your girl? Ugh.
Bro, what?
And then she runs forward a little bit more, looks back, and hits me with a double tap. Ugh.
What?
No
the audacity.
Bro. I remember this I'm picturing it was a clear blue sky. Okay?
Oh my God.
It was about 76 degrees. I remember this whole day like it was yesterday.
76 degrees, bro.
Yes.
That's perfect weather, bro.
Bro, I was it was a perfect day to get heartbroken.
No, it was a perfect day for things to go right for you. And then everything just didn't.
I remember my boy Alex came to me. He was like, yo, bro, don't listen to her. She's cuckoo.
Oh, bro, that's a good friend.
Yeah, he was like, she's cuckoo. She's cuckoo.
Good friend.
I was like, you're a weird guy. but I appreciate you.
Right. Dang, man.
That's the earliest rejection. No, there's earlier than that I can remember.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, how long have you been shooting your shot, brother?
Well, I mean, how long have I been trying to find love? About 21 years now.
Okay, buddy. You know? I
said 21 years the whole time.
I have not shot my shot in elementary school until 6th grade, but it's not about me.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I wasn't interested.
Really?
My parents. It's not about me.
Okay.
It's about you.
We're only 20 minutes in. Like,
All right, well,
we can talk about you, bro.
Hey, man, I guess when we're done with getting the download on you, then whatever time is left, we can start getting the download on me. But like you said, I take the wheel on this podcast. Ergo, it's about you.
My fault.
There it is.
My fault, OG.
Okay. So, junior high. I know you said that this was back in elementary school, but junior high, how many shots would you say you took? Was there a big crush? Was there like the one you were trying to get with in junior high?
Yep. There was one.
All right.
That was in 7th grade. No. It was 7th grade into the summer of 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And hold on, let me find it. That was the first girl whose number I like ever truly got, and like we went through a talking phase.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was the first. It was like summer talking phase we went through.
That's a nice introduction to manhood right there, buddy.
Yeah, but I never closed the deal, and that's been my fatal flaw my entire life.
That's your Achilles heel.
I'm never a closer.
Who is this girl? Do I know her?
Nah, she went to Bowie.
She went
ended
to
up. Yeah.
Dang, unfortunate. What made her so special? Was it just like y'all had a good friendship first?
She was competitive, and I was always really competitive.
Love competitive.
So like she ignited that passion spark. You know.
Hey, we like that.
Yeah,
That's something that's feeling.
Love me some competitive women. If
Hey,
y'all out there, dog,
shoot.
y'all want to wrestle?
Leave a comment.
Y'all want to wrestle, baby?
Yeah, leave a comment with your snap. Kenny gonna hit you up. Trust that. He from the east, but he can move to the north anytime now. He can move to the north.
Coming to a city near you, goddamn it.
Got to see it through my boy. Anyway, so junior high, okay, you found your first like little flame. I like that. Then you were in band, right? Do you regret doing the band?
I don't regret band at all.
Okay.
Nah. I do regret not standing up for myself a lot more.
Well, this is going into high school now.
Yeah.
In high school, that's when I was with you, so I'm about to out a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? We about to get down to the psychology. You know what I mean?
I don't see none of them people no more.
Hey, bro.
Talk about them.
Hey, bro. They can watch or listen to this podcast, man.
You can kick rocks. What they can do.
But you can share it while you're kicking
Please
rocks.
share, comment,
Yeah.
subscribe.
But kick rocks.
Yeah. Every single Wednesday you can hear me tell you to kick rocks again.
Gosh darn it. But
Dag nabbit.
So high school. First of all, nope, we're gonna transition this smoothly. So you joined band, right? Junior high. Did you like it?
Yeah. I was always conditioned to join band from way before school even started for me.
Why is that?
Family full of drummers.
That why you did drums?
Yeah. My entire family are musicians.
Oh,
My
but
aunt plays the flute. My uncle plays the guitar.
So why didn't you just why drums though?
My dad plays the drums.
Oh, following dad's footsteps.
Yeah, my dad and Ronnie play drums.
It's weird because you look more like a trombone guy.
Don't ever disrespect me like that.
Trombones are clean. I was gonna do trombone. Are you kidding me?
Compared
Don't you
to
ever
drums?
disrespect me like that.
Bro, you should have played trombone.
I should have played a whole lot of different instruments.
Not
bro.
clarinet out here.
Hey, but it's not about me. It's about you.
Okay, you keep throwing it back.
It's not about me.
Like we in the club or something.
Hey, bro,
What's going on?
How
bro?
about a different analogy? How about we just boomerang
That's
it?
the analogy I'm sticking with.
How about a boomerang?
I said what I said. You're throwing it back, ain't
Dog. This ain't Lil Nas X. I don't hear industry, and I don't hear Jack Harlow in the back. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, so you did drums. I like it. You look more. I mean, I feel like you should have did trombone, but you were killing the drums. Okay.
Yes.
Junior high band. It was nice, but you don't really get the authenticity or the full experience of a band until you join high school.
My junior band teacher did not like me.
Kendall does.
I always kind of had a problem with authority figures. Though.
Can I just have a happy ending to at least one of these stories? All right, like
Once
why
I
didn't
find
your
one.
junior high band director not like you?
She couldn't play drums as well as I could.
Oh,
Literally, like she could not play drums as well as I could. So she kind of grew an animosity towards me, and I was making friends with all the. Oh, bro, we were cracking up in the back though. So it was a little bit of my fault. But like
being a jokester,
there were some niggas that was funny in the back. We were the equivalent of the back of the bus in band.
Hey, high key though, yeah, y'all did like back in high school. It seemed like y'all were just over there in y'all own little world. You know
Bro,
what I mean?
what do we expect y'all to pay attention while we're going through scales, trombones?
That's true. That's
tuning.
true. I never really understood the dynamic y'all had until like senior year. You know what I mean? And it was just like, oh no, it's like the band and then percussion. Like it's not y'all have y'all's own little thing, bro.
Yeah, basically.
So that was lit. Y'all had y'all own little like community, it seems.
And it was hard enough to fit in there.
Yeah, for sure. But going back, so how did the transition between like going from junior high to like band camp? How was that for you?
I had high hopes because the high school students were coming over to the high school band teacher was coming over to like, teach us or kind of groom us to be in the drum line. Mm-hmm. And we were already kind of spending time with the high school students. So that summer, like transitioning, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be friends with these people. I'm like, it was literally like I just wanted friends. Mm-hmm. And I got made fun of for it every time. It was like I would say I'm gonna be friends with her, I'm gonna be friends with him, and they're saying you're gonna be friends with these people. Like, oh, was I supposed to say I'm gonna be cool with them? Mm-hmm. Like,
so you let that be known that that was your objective.
I wanted it to be known that I wanted friends. And
any regrets with that?
No, I mean that's just how people responded. It's always been my thing. Like, I so wish I could have shown you that Rick and Morty episode. So basically, it's this thing. If anybody's seen Rick and Morty and they understand it, there's this Rick in there named Doofus Rick. Mm-hmm. I know the word sounds kind of harsh, but Doofus Rick. But basically, he's really empathetic towards other people's feelings. Mm-hmm. Understands people on a deeper meaning, and he treats Jerry, the dad, with mm-hmm. like respect and keeps Jerry out of the way that doesn't fuck anybody up. Mm-hmm. So he's part of that team full of Ricks, and all those Ricks kind of fuck with the Doofus Rick because he's not as smart as him, mm-hmm. but he's still like pretty smart. But his main thing is that Doofus Rick is happy and content with who he is as a person. Oh. So he doesn't need the outside validation of other people.
Right.
And the other Ricks are jealous of his contentness and his happiness.
Right.
So they use him as a lightning rod to kind of throw their jealousy into.
Oh, so you feel like you're content with yourself and everything, and that's basically how you've been feeling throughout the course of your like grade school years.
I mean, really through life, because I've always been happy, and people that aren't as happy always get on me for
projects.
Are just saying things to be rude because they can, and I don't feel the need to really say anything back in terms of matching their energy.
Right. Wow, that's some character trait, man. Like I need that in my life too. Honestly,
it's not always the best.
Yeah. No. I feel like that's a rare trait to see in people nowadays. Like for them to be genuinely content with themselves. I mean, I've been around so many people who needed so much advice, and the problems that they had stemmed from the fact that they were too analytical of themselves or too hard on themselves or just felt like they needed to change or insecure or whatever. And it just, from what you're telling me, I mean, either you pushed past that like at a very young age or it was just never in you to begin with.
A lot of the times when I would get yelled at for something, I would dissociate, that thing where I just kind of stare off, don't think, do anything.
Right.
I never understood it, but it made me feel better at the end because I wouldn't punch walls, but I wouldn't scream at anybody else. I would just, kind of be by myself. And by the time that I was out of it, I would feel better. Mm. So And like I said, I would forget most of the bad experience, which kind of does play a part into my memory issues, wouldn't you say?
Probably, because I mean, the fact that you can't remember a lot of the things that happened, again, like,
I'm smart though.
no, for sure. We're not arguing against that. It's just maybe the fact that you don't remember a lot of the things that happened to you also plays a factor into why you are so content, because you're not holding on to the things that hurt or that, you know, made you feel any type of way. You're just like
Staying
on to the
in
next
the present moment. Yeah.
Exactly. So
I do feel like yesterday that a lot of the day was just little moments, you know? And I was wondering, is this what living life is? Just moments where you're at home doing nothing, or you're out doing something else, or you're just at work. And if you can find something to make that moment lighter, a little bit better, then life itself is pretty fun, you know? Even paying bills aspect. Whoa, I get to have my lights on for another month.
that's that's a good slice of optimism that you just shared. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if we were to take a clip and just promote this podcast, I would take that right there and just, like, you know, put it up. That's going on up a Snapchat.
I did just start us a Instagram.
I saw. No. Sorry. That digression. Well, it wasn't really a digression because it was still on Kendall. But
it is the We Digress podcast. It's not on Instagram now.
It's the We Regret podcast, but it's on Kendall. So, okay, go ahead and talk about this Instagram thing real quick, and then we're back to you.
We regrets, but I regret.
Okay, you regret podcast today.
Okay, sure.
So, do you want to talk about this Instagram thing real quick before we get back to you?
Well, you know, it's the We Digress podcast on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
There's one post on there.
Oh, yeah.
There might be more tomorrow.
Them shirts coming real soon.
Ooh, them shirts coming real soon.
That boy wasn't lying on that lab podcast.
So,
it's coming real soon.
If y'all need a shirt,
y'all better hit your boys up.
Hey, man. Say, man.
Y'all know the Snap, and now y'all know the Instagram. There's no excuse.
We Digress podcast
On
every
me.
single Wednesday.
Now, back to the man, Kenny E.
We just had an ad break. Whoa, we just did our own ad break. That was crazy.
Amazing. So, we're in band. You want to make friends. First of all, like, who were you talking to? Were you talking to the upperclassmen that you were just like, oh yeah, I want to be friends with them, be cool with them, or were you talking to people in the grade?
I mean, it's just who's around at the time. I don't know who's in what grade.
And even back then, by you saying that, people found a way to just chastise you about it.
Okay, it's not all bad, you know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe that was the wrong word. But did they give you friction about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had a real knack for laughter. So whenever something was funny, I mean, I was laughing at it and laughing far past the joke being funny. And I couldn't help that. Like, that shit was, if that shit was funny, that shit was funny.
At least you were being genuine.
Yeah. So that annoyed people. And like the way that I formulate my sentences now with, you know, my little quick one-liners and jabs, you know, I wasn't as good at it back then, but that's always the way I talked because that's the way my family talks, you know? So most of the time we're just throwing out one-liners.
Meaning like you're trying to be witty or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in high school, you know, I'm talking and I'm trying to add to the conversation, but maybe I'm throwing it out too much, you know, annoying them like that. Maybe they're just not funny. And
you remain cognizant of the fact that you were doing that? Like you were throwing out these one-liners and you were just like, oh, maybe I'm doing too much of that. And then you just adjusted your conversation skills? Or was it something that you kind of just picked up as you matured?
Both. Yeah. It was just like, well, it was like, well, I keep getting made fun of for what I'm saying. So I'm going to try saying less this time. Or I'm going to just say something over here. And it was always weird when ever I'd like have days where I didn't talk. Even now, because it's so common for me to talk all the time that if I'm not talking, they're like, "What's wrong, Kendall?"
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I know exactly what you mean.
Quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a good and a bad thing to always kind of be that presence in the room.
But you like, I mean, the role that you know created for yourself, being the uplifting, jovial, just witty kind of guy. Is that mainly how you wanted yourself to be? You know, like in regards to approaching other people in conversation, like you liked being the guy who could add humor or had a presence in the conversation, or was it just like?
I mean,
whatever role.
I didn't know what I was gonna be when I was being raised. That's just kind of what happened.
No. In high school though, when you were adjusting like your witty comments or whatever, like did you have a goal basically of how you wanted to come across?
Nah. Well, I always tried. Like every time I went to a new place, I wanted to come off as like the guy who commands respect. And no matter how much I tried in the beginning, like just the way I talk, it always kind of goes back to the guy I am now.
When you say a guy that commands respect, do you mean like a person who's taken seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the time.
Was that because like people would always take you for a joke or something, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's always kind of the same routine in the beginning, they think I'm funny, and then towards the middle, it's the bit has worn off, So like it's like, oh, this is who he is all the time. So they don't know if I'm playing a joke or is this who I am.
Right.
Like, and then I kind of just leave.
You leave.
Yeah.
Do you see them as someone who's not your friend, or is it just like you feel like there's no way that they can start to see that there's more to you besides the jokes that you make?
No, I think I just kind of travel along a linear path in life.
Like you're just moving forward and, like they didn't stick.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of jobs. I've had different friend groups,
Oh, I'm sorry. I was still talking in terms of high school. Not like you actually like leaving like a job where no, no, bro. You're too far ahead now. No.
Oh, we're not even in the real world yet.
No, we're still high school. Okay,
shit.
No,
okay,
bro. So I was nitpicking your brain on high school. So in that regard, when you met people, because I mean, let's just be fair. In high school, the crowd that the crowd that you're familiar with is the crowd that you're probably going to stick around throughout the duration of your high school. Fair?
Yeah.
Okay. So with those friends, I mean, let's go about this a different way. Do you feel like they truly understood you? Like they saw the funny Kendall, but they knew like your morals, your boundaries, the serious Kendall too?
Nah.
Yeah. So do you feel like at any point you had a friend that truly understood you? Hell, I mean, like, in all honesty, even me, like I don't know if I ever got to see that side of you. I mean, we boys now. I do now.
You make some brash accusations.
Please enlighten me, because I only know from my experience with you.
You make brash assumptions, but I say you have a pretty good grasp on me as a person.
Did I? Was the question. Not me.
I mean,
now.
you were never put in a position where you had to question. We were just kind of joking around.
For sure.
You never had to ask me, is this who I am as a person?
No, but I'm sorry, not to cut you off. But the question was, back in high school, do you feel like there was anybody who really understood you? Like you, besides just the funny, jokester?
I don't think I ever worried about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I ever worried about if they did or not. I just kind of went about my day, and then I went home. Mm-hmm. If I happen to get lit up that day, I got lit up for a little bit. But if by junior year, I had a pretty good grasp on roasting back.
Okay.
So it was like, yo, you're not coming after Kendall unless you got some shit to say.
For sure.
Because I'm saying something back. Like, it wasn't all peaches. It wasn't all doomsday.
Right. Like, you came into your own pretty quick in regards to, throwing some back,
Yeah, you had to learn. If I did not, bro, I'll tell you, if I didn't learn how to roast back, I would have killed myself.
Really?
It was that bad.
I didn't know you was getting picked on that much, bro.
It was that bad.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, when we met in high school, I mean, I just knew you as, oh, okay, like he's, the normal cool guy, you know what I mean? Like he throws some, people throw some back. But when we started talking, it was just like, I got a better download on you, and it wasn't anything that was bad. It was just like, oh, okay, like he's just a friendly guy looking to, widen his pool, his social pool. You know what I mean? I would have never guessed that people were, just picking fun at you every day or whatever like that, because, I mean,
it's only the certain people though. It's those people that have a knack for finding people to pick on. Yeah,
the bullies.
I don't want to say bullies. Like,
okay,
I'm a grown ass man, but for lack of a better term,
I mean that it doesn't take away from the guy that you were, but I mean, like, it's putting a label to what they were, to the description. I mean, they were bullies. I mean, like, there's you can still be a good person, but you were bullying the people. You know what I mean? Like, let's just put it out there. I mean, I know that's probably controversial or whatever, but you can bully somebody without knowing you're bullying them. Yeah, I feel.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, I mean, and let's keep it a buck.
I'm keeping it $1.50.
Man, Kendall, I feel like, how do I word this? The contentness that you felt for yourself also was projected onto other people. You probably don't know what I mean by that, but I'll try my best to explain. You were very physical with people, and I felt like from back then, I felt like you were trying to prove something. You know what I mean? Like you had a presence, and when you said that you wanted to, command respect or demand respect earlier, I felt like that actually made sense, because I felt like that was what you were doing in regards to, like how physical you could be at times. And I didn't know how you were in regards to, or your relationship with other people. But when we started being cool, it was just like, bro, you're doing too much. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to prove anything to me, or you don't have to, like, you don't need to go to such great lengths to demand respect. You already got it. You know what I mean?
Nah, it wasn't nothing like that. When I was a kid, my dad and I used to wrestle a lot. Mm-hmm. And that's just the way we showed affection. Mm. And whenever we went swimming, I always did this thing, or I still do now. Like, when we're like in, say, the ocean or a pool, if like my dad or my cousin Rod was near me, like I'm clinging onto the back like a monkey. I'm doing that. So I mean, physical touch is just a way that I show my affection towards people.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm a very touchy guy, even at work now. Mm-hmm. Like, I instantly just I notice it now because I'm getting called out on it, so I'm trying to correct myself on it. But I get close to people. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm always kind of leaning in, or like, say where there's a desk, I'll get on the desk. I'll get like on the side that's closest to you. Like, I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, but I just it's all friendliness. I'm not doing it to be nasty or anything.
Or to invade personal space or whatever.
Yeah, it's just like that's the spot that I happen to have chosen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, again, I didn't know all this. That's crazy.
You never asked, man.
I mean, no, this is me.
You made the assumption.
No, that's honestly not what this is. I mean, like, I'm giving you my perspective from back then. Clearly, I know you way better now. So it's just, I mean, I know I was off base with a lot of the things that I thought before. But, like I said in the beginning, like, this is just me getting to know you better. You know what I mean? And of course, like, I'm getting the psychological download on you too.
I wouldn't even know which questions to ask to get to know you better like that, Jason.
And there's no script to this, but so we've segued from the band to the friends. Your relationship pool, that was pretty interesting too. I mean, first of all, I just want to talk about the first kiss, because if I'm correct, it was high school, right?
Yeah, that was junior year.
Junior year high school?
Junior year.
I mean, was that like would you say that's a monumental moment for you? Like, for me, I wanted to have my first kiss back in junior high. I gassed that up so much. Was it kind of like the same with you? Like it was everything that you wanted and
Nah, I had to settle for it.
really?
Yeah, the girlfriend I had at the time
right.
was not the affectionate kind,
Right.
which is a part of the reason why I'm so affectionate now. Like I was in that relationship for almost a year, and I could still count how many times she kissed me.
She kissed you.
She kissed me.
Yeah.
So it was like you get deprived for so long. It's like, dog.
But what made you stay in that relationship?
She was cool as hell. She was cool as hell.
Personality.
Personality wise, she kept me there.
It was just the affection that was really lacking. Otherwise, y'all would have been the dream.
The dream team.
I do remember. Okay. And then from there, that was the first time you being someone's boyfriend too, right?
Nah, I've had girlfriends before.
Before high school?
I had a girlfriend in elementary school.
For real? Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
bruh. Let me
bro,
go
I'm
ahead. I
telling
didn't
you,
know
it
that.
wasn't all bad.
Dude, no.
Some of the shots went in. Some of the shots went in.
All right, you got it, kinfolk. You got it. I'm just saying. I didn't know. I thought this entire time, I thought that was your first girlfriend.
Dog, I've had like 6 girlfriends. in
Elementary
life.
school, how many you had?
I had 1, 2,
Okay. In junior high?
and a half, 2.5.
I'll take the half because I know.
We used to hold hands.
I
count that.
Never mind.
I count that.
I'm not counting that.
I count that.
Boy, stop.
I count
bruh.
that.
No, that's
I count
okay. Junior high.
I count that.
How many did you have in junior high?
I didn't have any. It was only 2 years.
You were just talking to
Yeah.
someone. Okay, so you had 2 elementary, and then the rest high school and above.
Yeah.
All right, so
We haven't even gotten to college yet.
no, we getting there. Okay, so relationship number 2, that was with.
I mean, it was high school. Okay, so that's okay.
I'm talking about in high school, like relationship number 2 in high school.
Now, what's that mean?
Huh?
What question are you asking?
Well, how was that different? You know what I mean? Like, did you, first of all, was there any significant change from your first girlfriend to your second? Like, did you have to change it?
Looks. There was a significant change in looks
For you.
for me.
Okay. So you glue up.
Oh, you're talking?
No, because I knew you was talking about with girl, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you right on that, but I'm speaking about on you.
Okay. What happened?
Like,
Nah.
personality-wise, maybe you learned something, like you can't be affectionate or
Started wearing
look-wise.
suits more.
Okay. I think you started going out more.
I don't know. I don't remember what time that was. I don't think it was like what, junior year, senior year?
Yeah. Well,
I forget what year that was.
that was. Oh man, I was gonna say.
I don't think it matters.
Well, I mean, was there a significant change from your first girlfriend to your second girlfriend? Did you like change anything about yourself, or was it pretty much all the same?
Yeah, it's just. Damn. When was that?
That was junior year.
Nah, there wasn't a significant change. I wasn't changing that much. Not
Okay.
until like end of senior year.
So, I like to call. I'm pretty sure you can guess who the big X is. Everyone has a big X.
Right.
You have your big X.
I got the big X.
So I'm assuming you know who I'm talking about when I say your big X.
Yes.
So then the big X came, and to me, they were your best one. I mean, like I thought that was it. Like you know what I mean? Like
That was a good one.
right.
That was a real good one.
I feel like that's just the concept of the big X, because the big X would be the person that you thought you would go the distance with.
The big X is the one that didn't have to end.
Right, or the one that impacted you or lasted the longest. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
so
That's the one that hurt you the most. You know, that's the one that you had to like contemplate. Like, this is what's best for both of us.
right.
You know?
Okay, yeah. So that's the big X.
Yeah.
I know something had to change either before getting with them, during y'all dating, or after y'all called it off.
I don't remember too many big changes in my personality, really. I honestly feel like I'm the same guy.
I got to
was in
see a
high
whole
school.
new side of you.
You did? From where? Which side? Which angle?
I guess what it takes to be in a relationship with you. You know what I mean? Like,
Takes fucking effort. Sorry, guys.
okay. All right. Now I got to figure out how to word this. There's something that your big X and I have in common. And that's the fact that we aren't attached to our phones like that. So, I mean, like, and there are people who are okay with that. You wouldn't be one of them.
Dog, I'm not even that big of a texter.
Now, but then you were.
Because we were in high school, I had nothing else to do. I had an iPhone 6 Plus, 6S Plus. I had nothing else to do.
I mean, if anything, the relationship pretty much handled itself in high school because that's where you see them every day.
Once you're in high school, like, you have 8 hours of glimpses in the halls, eye tag.
But you were guaranteed to see them. You know what I mean? Like, it was effortless in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, the relationship took care of itself.
So now we're talking about college.
We can go to college now. Because
now you have open time.
Yeah, y'all. I forgot y'all dated in college too. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why you never go past high school,
bro. Because I forget that. I keep thinking like it ended high school.
No,
y'all dated.
It went clear into college.
Too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know why that's such a big epiphany to me. Holy hell.
So now you have open time. You like that?
Yeah.
So now you have time. Now you have the choice to do something, and when you're choosing not to do it,
then you see where you stand.
You see where you stand, and that's my thing. I don't need to be man. Let's hope. I don't need to be like the number one priority all the time. Mm-hmm. Just sometimes. I just want to be considered sometimes. That's been what I've wanted my entire life.
Man, it sucks because this was one of those situations that, you saw how great y'all were like as friends. And it was just like the potential was just like
it was
insurmountable. Like it was amazing.
This is the finish line.
Right. But and like it even seemed while y'all were dating, when y'all got together, I guess at the beginning it seemed like, wow, yep, this was a fantastic call. But of course there was the cupcake phase. But even then, just felt
I did my best to uphold the cupcake stage.
You can never. First of all, that was your first mistake. You can't uphold the cupcake phase. It will always play out. Always.
Man.
That was your first and biggest mistake. Never think you could uphold that.
That's that bull right there.
No, I mean,
but what are you supposed to do? Like, what? You're just supposed to stop doing nice things?
Is this? This
you're supposed to start arguing more
turn
just
into
for the
a
sake of
lesson.
arguing?
It can't turn into a relationship lesson. This is about you.
Oh my gosh, we're almost out of time. Honestly.
All right, look, I'll just leave you with this. The cupcake phase is what leaves. I mean, that's what excites you about being with them. It gives you hope that everything will be this great in its greatest moments, right? But sooner or later, that roller coaster has to go down. You know what I mean? Sooner or later, there has to be a speed bump or things just level out, okay? The high wears off. And that is your relationship. People mistake the cupcake phase for them like that's the relationship. No, it's not.
That's movies, folks.
Exactly. When things level out, when that stuff goes away, when the high wears off, that right there, what you're feeling right now, when it all wears off, that is your relationship. That is what you have to work on. That is the core of what y'all are building. That's your foundation. That's level 1. Okay? So don't get caught up in the cupcake. Don't get caught up in the, the happiness. And I only say that to you because you were trying to maintain that.
Right.
How much time we at?
We're at 53:55.
53:55. Ladies and gents, I really do hope y'all enjoyed getting to know Kendall a little bit more. I certainly did. I'm
glad that you guys took the chance to get to know me.
Yes.
Not a lot of people want to, I don't think.
Hey man, I if I care about you, bro, I'm always try to get to know you a little more. It helps the relationship. You feel me? So we ride together.
Ride together.
Bad boys for life. All
That
right.
was a clean ass handshake y'all just
It
saw.
was, or didn't see, I guess. But we hope y'all have a great week. It's been your boy Jay Cubs,
Kenny Koo.
and we signing off.
Copy.
10-4.
Over and out.